Good evening. My name is Carson Statzer, and I'm a senior at Lebanon Trail. I'm here to speak with you today to share a story about my first experience with sexual harassment within FISD schools. I was in 8th grade when a boy in one of my classes who I used to be friends with started touching my butt every time he walked by me. At first, I thought it was just an accident, but then I noticed him taking unnecessary routes in order to walk behind me. I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know what to do in that situation. No one ever told me what to do when someone inappropriately touches you. And I didn't know what to do, so I did nothing. For months, I walked the halls of school in fear. In classes that I had with him, I couldn't focus. My mind was stuck on him, on where he was, so I could try to avoid him, on whether or not he was looking at me. My grades went down, and for the first time, I was in danger of failing a class. My mental health declined, and I was introduced to anxiety, which still has yet to leave me alone in self-harm, who I barely escaped from. My relationship with my body and food became increasingly worse, and the voices in my head said that it was all my fault. But what was I doing? I was just going to school trying to learn while wearing jeans and a t-shirt, if you think that matters. This continued until I opened up to a couple of friends about it and found out that the same thing was happening to them too. I was horrified to find out that people who I cared about had been going through this as well. This was when we decided to do something about it. We told one of our teachers, and he told us that he would give the kid a talking to and move our seat in the class so that he wasn't near any of us. Now, back then, I thought this was amazing. I thought that our teacher had done so much for us. But as I've gotten older, I've realized that the repercussions that were handed out did nothing to stop this from happening to someone else. And they did nothing to educate students on what to do in these situations, and they did nothing to help with the lasting psychological effects of sexual harassment on students with developing minds. This needs to stop in order for FISD to be able to protect and know each child, each student by name and by need. We're asking for better of this school district. That starts with Title IX education, comprehensive Title IX office reform at the level of individual schools, and better attention paid to the epidemic of sexual harassment and assault within the school district. Thank you for your time.